Welcome to the biology class. In this video, we are going to learn the composition of blood. Blood is an essential component of our body. It is a tissue. It is fluid in nature, so it is a fluid tissue. What is called as a tissue? Tissue is something which is made up of group of cells. Blood also has blood cells. It is a connective tissue. What is called as a connective tissue? When a tissue has cellular components and non-cellular components, that is called as connective tissue. Blood also has blood cells and non-cellular components, non-living components. So it is a connective tissue. It is red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin. Blood has various components. The components are grouped under two categories. Plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It forms 55% of the blood. Remaining 45% is made up of formed elements. Formed elements are blood cells. There are three kinds of blood cells. Let us discuss about plasma first. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It is alkaline in nature. It is a straw-colored fluid. It is a non-living part of the blood. It constitutes about 55% of the blood. Plasma forms 55% of the blood. It is non-living. It is alkaline in nature. Water is a major component of plasma. Plasma has organic, inorganic components also. But in this video, we will learn about the organic substances present in the plasma. Plasma has organic substances, inorganic substances. Major component of the plasma is water, but we are going to learn about organic substances alone in 10th standard. Proteins, glucose, vitamin and minerals. They are the nutrients found in the plasma of blood. The plasma also has waste materials like urea, uric acid, etc. Blood also has enzymes, hormones. Enzymes and hormones are regulating substances. They control various activities. Formed elements are the blood cells. There are three types of blood cells. Red blood corpuscles are erythrocytes. White blood corpuscles are leukocytes. Blood platelets are thrombocytes. Erythros means red. Red blood corpuscles are erythrocytes. White blood corpuscles are leukocytes. Leukos means colorless. Blood platelets are broken pieces of the larger WBCs. They are fragments. Let us learn the erythrocytes first. They are the most abundant cells in human body because one drop of blood has millions of red blood cells, but one drop of blood has thousands of white blood cells. Red blood cells are the abundant cells in human body. RBCs are formed in the bone marrow. What is bone marrow? The soft tissue found inside the cavity of bone is bone marrow. The bone marrow produces RBCs. They are biconcave disc-shaped cells. Both the sides are concave. There is inbushing on both the sides. They are most abundant cells formed in the bone marrow. The shape is biconcave and disc-like. Hemoglobin gives red color to the RBC. Hemoglobin is packed inside the RBC. Hemoglobin is an iron-containing protein. It is packed inside the RBC. It gives red color to the RBC. Hemoglobin in the RBC helps the RBC to transport oxygen from lungs to tissues. RBCs transport oxygen. This is because of the hemoglobin. RBCs live for 120 days. Matured mammalian RBCs do not have cell organelles and nucleus. Mitochondria, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum. This type of organelles are absent in mature mammalian RBC. Is this an advantage to human beings and other mammals? Let us see. Mammalian RBC lack nucleus and make the cell biconcave and increase surface area for oxygen binding. Oxygen binds with RBC. A flat surface is different from concave. Concave surface covers more area than flat surface. Because of increased surface area, the RBC can carry more oxygen. The biconcave nature is due to lack of nucleus. Nucleus is absent, so that the RBC gets biconcave shape. This allows the RBC to carry more oxygen. Loss of mitochondria allows the RBC to transport all the oxygen to tissues. Some amount of oxygen enters into the RBC. Due to the loss of mitochondria, the entire oxygen, all the oxygen entered into the RBCs are carried to the tissues. Mitochondria is a respiratory organelle. It involves in aerobic respiration. If mitochondria are inside the RBCs, mitochondria take oxygen, so oxygen amount will decrease. In mammalian RBC, mitochondria is not there, so all the oxygen are taken to the tissues. Loss of endoplasmic reticulum allows more flexibility for RBC to move through the narrow capillaries. Endoplasmic reticulum forms a skeletal framework of a cell. Endoplasmic reticulum gives rigidity or toughness to the cell. Here in mammalian RBC, endoplasmic reticulum disappears, so the cells get flexibility and they can move through a small capillaries also. They can squeeze through small capillaries. This is because of lack of endoplasmic reticulum. What is the advantage of lack of nucleus? Because of lack of nucleus, the surface area increases. Because of lack of nucleus, the RBC gets biconcave shape. So more hemoglobin is packed inside and more oxygen can bind. Loss of mitochondria allows the RBC to carry all the oxygen to the tissues. Because of loss of endoplasmic reticulum, the RBC is more flexible and it can pass through very minute blood capillaries also. These are the advantages of absence of nucleus and cell organelles in mammalian RBC. White blood cells are called as leukocytes. They fight against disease-causing organisms. They are colorless cells. They are colorless because they have no hemoglobin, but they have nucleus. What's the role of WBC? WBCs are formed in the bone marrow, spleen, thymus, lymph nodes. Bone marrow, spleen, thymus and lymph nodes are the areas of WBC production. Spleen, thymus, lymph nodes are small organs. This WBC fight against disease-causing organisms. How? WBCs are capable of amoeboid movement. You know that amoeba moves from one place to another place by the formation of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia are false legs. These WBCs also show movement like amoeba. Now let us see why the WBCs move like amoeba. Here it is explained in 3 stages: A, B, and C. These three stages show how the WBC comes out of blood vessel. In A WBC is start coming out. Coming out of WBC gets started because the WBC finds a bacterial cell. It start developing pseudopodia. Pseudopodia are false legs. The WBC, most of the area comes out of the blood vessel and it engulfed half of the bacteria. In C, the bacteria is fully swallowed by the WBC. The WBC is fully out of the blood vessel. By developing pseudopodia, it comes out of the blood vessel and captures disease causing organism, and the WBC swallow disease causing organisms. Platelets are called as thrombocytes. They help in blood clotting. They are colorless cells. They have no nucleus. They live for 2 to 3 days. Platelets help in clotting of blood. When blood comes out of the blood vessel, it dries up so that loss of blood is prevented. Thrombocytes are small and colorless cells. They are the broken pieces of larger WBCs. They do not have nucleus. There are about 2,50,000 to 4 lakhs platelets per cubic millimeter of blood. They live for only 2 to 3 days. The important function of platelets is clotting of blood. Platelets form clot at the site of injury and prevent blood loss. When blood comes out of the blood vessels, the platelets clump together and form a clot. So loss of blood is prevented. In the next video, we will discuss about the types of WBCs.